ARK Invest thinks that, hey, Bitcoin still will top $1 million by 2030 because they think the way I do that Bitcoin is unstoppable moving machine right now. More and more people are learning about money, learning about economies, learning about financial systems that are absolutely broken, and more people are turning to Bitcoin as a store of value, as a hedge against inflation, and also as the most decentralized network out there that's really needed. Just look at what happened recently with PayPal, trying to enforce a $2,500 fine to those they deem are giving out misinformation. Who are they to deem that? And how are they even going to determine what is and what isn't, and what gives them authority to even place that fine, right? That shows you why we need something better, and we already have it. That's Bitcoin, Bitcoin's network, right? So one day it'll happen, and here's why also. If you look at market cap by assets, Bitcoin's right below Tesla right now. And you can see Alphabet, Microsoft, Apple, but look at gold. Gold is what we're trying to catch up with. Around $12 trillion. So Bitcoin has to go up over $600,000 before it reaches the market cap of gold. And if Bitcoin could go to 600,000, then it could go to 1 million, right? So again, one day, maybe not there yet, but one day you're going to have 8 billion people and hundreds of countries all turning to Bitcoin and hoarding it. And think about when that happens, then it's too late to be DCAing. It'll be way too late to be DCAing. All right. What else is going on? Well, besides Bitcoin, top companies using blockchain. And there are a lot. In consumer, tech media, I mean, recently McDonald's got in, right? We know Walmart got in. Walt Disney got in. Disney is with Polygons, Walmart with VeChain, McDonald's is with, I forgot who McDonald's with. Was it also Polygon? No, I forgot who they were with. But you get my point. And there's many others that have jumped in and started utilizing blockchain, Google, with Coinbase. And there's so much more, right? So it's not just about Bitcoin. It's also about just utilizing blockchains, utilizing the early companies that exist now. And they may one day become one of these giant powerhouses that you see on this picture in the future. All right. And here's something also interesting. You know how October is supposed to be a very bullish month? But it turns out, this is not for Bitcoin, but if you look at S&P 500, since 1932, October is actually the worst month in terms of market bottoms. So even though October is usually a good month for Bitcoin, for S&P, it's actually, you could consider it the worst month because 9 bottoms were found in October since 1932. But look at November, 0, and January, 0. So can we still have that year-end rally? Yes, we certainly can. But does that mean we're going to find another bottom before we do? Hopefully not. Hopefully not after tomorrow's inflation data that we find another bottom. But that's kind of interesting how more bottoms have occurred in October than any other month. Yeah. All right, now moving to altcoins. Hedera finally gets added onto Coinbase. It's been talked about for quite some time. Being added to Coinbase is a big deal. But besides that, they also are opening up staking. That's new. I didn't know that you couldn't stake on Hedera. But yeah, it looks like they are ready to stake, and you can stake through a variety of wallets. So that's fantastic. Any projects that opens up staking is good because it locks in liquidity. It forces people to hodl more and have diamond hands. And, if you take liquidity out of circulation, that's positive. So good for Hedera. As for Algorand, FTX now officially supports Algorand and USDC. Not the biggest deal, but USDC is expanding, and Algorand now does support USDC, which is good. but also just in terms of Algorand, their DeFi, right? AlgoFi has been going up, and number of users, right? Transactions still high, not as high as before, but Algorand does have, you know, growing DeFi ecosystem, also partnered up with FIFA, with NFTs, and they're also bringing EVM compatibility. That's interesting. So they're partnering up with Milko Meta to bring EVM capability to Algorand blockchain. So that's interesting. We have heard of many other chains do this, right? Basically, you can't ignore EVM compatibility. You just have to adopt it, really. You don't have to, but it's in your best decision. In your best. No, how do I say it? Yes, you should just do it, basically, because there are thousands and thousands and thousands of dApps out there that could easily, you know, transport themselves to you or utilize your chain or simply just trade or bridge. I mean, there's so many things that could be done. It's in your best interest to have EVM compatibility, so they will have that in the near future as well. Last two things. Hey, someone is suing the U.S. Treasury over this Tornado Cash sanction. Coin Center is backing a second lawsuit against the U.S. Treasury Department, alleging that sanctioning of Tornado Cash overstepped legal bounds. That's interesting. We're hearing about a lot of lawsuits. Grayscale just opened up a lawsuit against SEC, and now we have a couple of companies suing the U.S. Treasury Department. Interesting. So maybe they will get this overturned. Who knows? I doubt it, though. I mean, I doubt U.S. Treasury Department caving or any courts that will rule against the U.S. Treasury Department over this. But you know what? Maybe it'll make them have a second thought on any future DeFi project they may want to ban, right? And then lastly, I got to talk about this. You know, Charles of Cardano wants nothing to do with XRP anymore. So supposedly, see, this is why I say about what I say about Twitter. Twitter does no one good. All it does is enable trolls to just keep constantly attacking people, right? This is why I'm off Twitter. I'm like, nothing good comes from being on Twitter. And Charles is experiencing that for firsthand. I mean, Charles has been on Twitter for quite some time. He had a lot of trolls attack him, but he announced that he has blocked most of the XRP trolls out there because he believes that they are provoking him for no good reason, right? And he was actually an XRP fan. He was actually an ally. And now they have turned the ally into someone to, quote, disgusted and totally checked out. And someone else tried to calm him down, saying, hey, the XRP community is still friends of the ADA community. And he's like, no. It's endless harassment campaigns for days. I'm done with it. I want nothing more to do with XRP. The community has accomplished nothing by harming itself. Congratulations. See, this is what happens, right? You have bag holders. I complain about this all the time. You have bag holders that think they have to bash everyone else to pump their own bags, although that doesn't help at all. But it's so tribal out there. So I guess that's the reason. XRP Army, at least some, thinks that by bashing Cardano, let's go help pump XRP. It doesn't work that way. It really doesn't. But yeah, I'm surprised to see Charles lose his cool like this. Actually, I shouldn't say I'm surprised because Charles has lost his cool quite a lot in the past. But this right now, it just seems like he's done. He's feeling the pressure. So no more XRP Army for him. Yeah, there's that. That's it. If you're looking to buy Bitcoin and crypto for the first time and you don't know where to get started, head over to CryptosRus.com and click on the best exchange guide. Within, you'll find a list of exchanges that I recommend and some that I use on a daily basis. Head over to CryptosRus.com or utilize the links in the description of this video.